Okay, so I'm going to be uploading this. There may be a part 2 in relation to this. You have a lot of judges here in this state who have broken the law and have obstructed justice, have did some discriminatory bias and judicial misconduct and some other things which you will see as I'm explaining in relation to what has occurred. This judge right here, and all information that I'm stating here is alleged, okay, in accordance to whatever act or whatever law that is. But I'm going to show you these are actual documents of emails. Nothing has been tampered with, nothing other than I've taken a email off right here, okay. Judge Robert Wyatt is the judge that they put on each and every single one of my cases, literally. It was not systemically, it was not chosen by the computer, it was chosen by allegedly the clerks. And this was something that was already pre-planned and set up in relation to me. Each and every time that I filed a case, regardless of whether it was Lincoln County or Jefferson County, this judge here was assigned to it, period. And I do mean period. Let me show you why. April 16, 2025, 2:39 p.m. It says, Judge Wyatt instructed me to schedule all of your cases for a hearing, and I did exactly what he instructed me to do. When it comes to Lincoln County cases, the courtroom is shared by all the judges in the district and certain dates and times for the courtroom. Now, that doesn't mean that if you got 30 goddamn cases, they supposed to assign all 30 goddamn cases on that single day. That's not the only day of the entire year that that judge will be in that damn courtroom or in that county. Let's just be clear. It says, Judge instructed me to schedule all of your Lincoln County cases for a hearing on our next Lincoln County day, which is May 1st at 10 o'clock in the morning. I am only doing what my judge told me to do. If you have a problem with any of these settings, you will need to file an appropriate motion for the judge to consider. This is his trial court administrative assistant. See that? Okay. I had several doggone cases. Now, it says, make sure this is clear. It said, in addition, regarding this case, please provide an update regarding the already filed motion to recuse. So I already filed a motion to recuse, requested in relation to this serious conflict of interest. Okay? Somebody already told me what this judge had planned to do. I have it recorded. Says, in addition to the legal option of a Zoom meeting if unable to attend in physical location due to home care, plus I'm on medication in the morning time. Therefore, I'm not fully focused. Therefore, I'm not supposed to be driving. Therefore, they knew all of this because I was injured or had been injured and dealing with complications. I went all the way and what was it? I had one of my meetings of my doctor's things was way in Louisiana. Okay. Says, thank you for your cooperation. This matter should any questions. It says, forgot to ask. Please don't forget to provide reason for each hearing, especially on a case just filed where the paperwork hasn't even been served to the damn defendants. Don't think I've ever seen nor heard of that before. I went back there and there has been no one to request a hearing in the Lincoln County cases. So I went online to see where the hell did this come from. I hadn't requested shit. The opposing party hasn't requested shit. So who requested the hearings for this case? Or for this shit to be set up like this? They had already talked to the judge and wanted all these cases dismissed. Okay? Why in the hell would you assign a case to a hearing where the goddamn defendants ain't even been served? I just filed a case 4, 5, 6 days ago. So I know damn well the defendants ain't even been goddamn served. So how we gonna have a hearing on a case where the goddamn defendants ain't even been served yet? So this is pre-planned. That's why I'm saying it's pre-planned. Allegedly. Okay? Let's go down. So my apologies, but I never referenced anything about case 40 CV 2545. And I said, I got a child that's homeschooled in addition to other things. Mornings are not good for me. I'm on medication. I had doctor's appointments. I had medications I was taking in the morning to where I wouldn't be fully functional. And then I'm a damn pro se litigant. I'm not no goddamn attorney. So why would you do that? Pre-planned. I have not mailed off the summons for case 40 CV 2545. So those defendants are not aware of the case at this time unless someone told them, but I have not spoken to anyone. Not sure why this case was included. I never requested a hearing. I'm confused. Then it says the case versus Carlos Johnson. They never responded after, so the case is a default judgment. And I believe the same for 40 CV 25-3 defendants as well. Says, I will get back with you regarding the May 1st date and time. Is the only option and time available in May, because she didn't give me shit. Now, for another case, she gave because it was attorneys on it, she gave them options. She gave them different dates in order to when they wanted to come to court. And we all chose the dates to see if they was available for each and every. She said, this is what the court or the judge has available in this county, and these are the dates. Please pick one, and everybody decide, and we go off of this, and this is when the hearing will be. Now, when it came down to the fuck me, oh well, shit, we just threw something at this bitch, and we just gonna send it to her. This when the fuck you got to come to court in all your cases. We don't care if you got 12 defendants in one case, 16 defendants in another case, 7 defendants in this case, but you got, as a pro se goddamn litigant, you got to defend your fucking self in all of these damn cases against all of these goddamn people. While you're on medication, as a pro se litigant, you're being oppressed from fucking counsel by a nasty ass state that's doing some illegal shit. And this is where it's coming from, right? Yeah. Then you ain't even served some of them. So how in the fuck did we have hearings where hearings wasn't requested, and half of the defendants ain't even been goddamn served? Let's keep going. It says, I don't mind the hearing, but I'm not sure why this was requested. How long does a hearing usually last, or does it? I've never even been to a goddamn hearing before. Okay? I'm telling them mornings are not good for me. Look at all these people. This one had over 6 defendants. This one had over 3 defendants. This one had over 4 or 3. Hadn't been even goddamn served. This one was a default judgment, and they called themselves with attorney Clint Todd, where the shit hadn't even been filed on the day that it was due, and then they tried to institute it into the system as if it had been filed. I sent proof of this shit. That's why they one of the reason I think that they was trying to hurry up and do a hearing. Because I filed a default judgment because attorney Clint Todd, who is a prosecuting attorney, allegedly this situation, didn't even file the paperwork on time for this defendant in particular. I got proof of the shit. Let's keep going. I'm tripping off of this. So I can't make more than appointment kind of due to this was out of the blue. Says I can only inquire what I can and make sense. There was no previous options or notifications, just a set time. My apologies, you find my text within to sound offensive, but when I question, I ask for proper understanding. Because how in the hell did this happen? How did this happen? Then I filed in one of my cases a motion to recuse. And this was filed months back. So how in the hell did this happen? Defendant's paperwork One of them hadn't even been sent out for their recognition. And this was stated because how am I supposed to have a hearing where they are not present, nor supposed to be aware of the case for due process? What kind of shit is that? Same court lady, same judge. Didn't even have counsel. Look at this. Notice order setting case for hearing will be mailed to you via first class. That's the goddamn notice that I got when she sent this shit out. That it was coming to me in the goddamn mail already. In the mail already. Okay? Didn't have counsel. Half cases hadn't even been served a summons. Cases filed under 6 days. He put to be seen. Defendants didn't even know yet. Never received everything. Already had a set mind of what was supposed to happen with the cases. Judge Robert H. Wyatt Jr. White, Caucasian judge. And let's keep going. These are all the goddamn cases right here. Look at this. How in the hell I'm on medication? I'm dealing with medical injuries from shit that's going on illegally. In the morning times, I'm under the fucking influence of medications. I'm a pro se litigant because I'm being oppressed from goddamn counsel, knowingly, illegally, right? Okay? Because they in fear of this shit that they're doing, some of them. And this goddamn place, or man, decides to have her to send me some shit for all of them. So this is over 8, 9, 10 or more people. Here's another thing. Why wasn't the damn defendants even on the order to appear summons? Just my goddamn name at the bottom. Ain't that illegal? Why in the fuck would you send me the order to appear when I'm suing them? Why aren't they on my order to fucking appear to court to be at the hearing? What the hell is that? Okay? So that's some highly illegal shit if you ask me. So I'm going to post this online because this is one of the reasons why down the road when they felt like they didn't played in and done all and then did this and did that in a covert ass fashion, which it's not. It's very provable. They just want you to come out and say some shit because of who they're doing it under. Sarah Huckabee, Leslie Rutledge, Tim Griffin, allegedly. They know all about this shit. That's why they try to put state on each and every goddamn one of my cases. This is why attorney Clint Todd, after speaking with me and having my file, my paperwork, my evidence, jumped on both of my goddamn cases in order to try to prevent me from getting these cases where they needed to be. He knew a lot of my shit and then brought it up in one of the paperwork. Brought it up. He told me, he said, I only do criminal and family law. I don't do civil. I don't do these kind of cases. And the next goddamn thing I noticed, he's on my cases. So how in the hell is he on my cases? Somebody explain that. Why in the hell would a judge assign me to come to hearings where he don't even have the goddamn defendants at the bottom? Have you ever heard of a court, you suing somebody, but the defendants ain't got to show up? Because he already got it planned in his goddamn head and somebody that talked to him, which is outside influence and goes against judicial, all this shit. How in the hell do you, what is this? Okay? A whole fucking setup, pre-planned. That's what it was. And I have it recorded before I even went to goddamn court of what this man, this judge, was going and tried to attempt to do. And that's what the fuck he did. He dismissed all these cases in under 30 minutes. Every goddamn one of them. Illegally. People were sent certified mail documents, and he said something about a goddamn box that doesn't even matter. It's what you paid for at the fucking post office. Illegal shit all over the board.